up. Let's see what we have to find.
Yeah, we've really got to move if we're going to beat Mike's team and win the scavenger hunt.
I'm hurrying. All teams will be looking for the physical features of the land here at camp.
Physical features? What's that?
Oh, like mountains and lakes and stuff like that. What the land looks like, I guess.
Oh.
After you identify and locate the feature, bring back proof that you've been to each, but be sure not to damage the natural beauty of the camp. Here's our first clue. Always moving on the go.
Always moving high to low.
Always moving on the go. Always moving high to low. What moves from high to low and is on the go?
Elevators? Planes? Cars?
Ken, stop that, you nut. It has to do with natural environment, remember? Now, kids, remember, environment is everything around us that affects us. And today we're going to find out more about the lovely physical features nature has provided for us.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Well, what physical feature is always moving from high to low?
Well, the only thing that moves that I can think of would be a river. That's a physical feature, isn't it?
You bet. Let's go.
Good work, team. I bet we're ahead of those guys. They'll just die if we beat them. What's next?
Wait a second, Ellen. I have to get the lid on my canteen. If we lose our river water, we'll have no way of proving we were here.
Are you sure this is right? Why does it say always moving high to low?
Because the water is moving from higher ground to lower ground.
Looks flat to me.
It looks flat, but actually Nebraska's tipped, like this. So western Nebraska is higher than eastern Nebraska. So most of our water in our state flows from higher ground in the west to lower ground in the east.
Okay, you convinced me. I just hope you can convince Mrs. Schwartz. Come on, you guys. Mike's team's gonna catch up. What's next? It's round and smooth and very high, reaching for the sky. Trees! Those trees over there are reaching for the sky.
Yeah, but those trees aren't smooth at all.
He's right. What do you bet it's that hill over there? Brilliant. Let's go.
Okay. It's time to divide things up. Jennifer, you get the water while I work on the next clue. Ken, you read the clue after this one and begin working on it.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Somebody's already been here. Oh, I hope it wasn't Sarah's team. We'll never live this down if they beat us.
Oh, you're so right. Quick, here's your clue.
Now that we're here, what can we take to prove we've been here? Oh, I know. Oh, this hill makes me feel so homesick.
Why?
Well, my part of the state is full of hills. I live in the sandhills right in the middle of the state.
I've never been there. Are the hills really made out of sand like a desert?
They're made out of sand, but it doesn't look anything like a desert. This time of year, they're green. Our cattle feed on that green grass. And there's plenty of water. There are little creeks running all through the hills and lots of little lakes. And underneath the sandhills is a lot of underground water, so you can dig a well for the cattle if you need to.
Wow, that's really different from here.
Hey, I've got some pine needles from that old tree over there for proof we've been here. You guys will have to come out sometime and stay with me. Hey, is that Ken and Mike down there?
Yeah, and there's Jennifer, too. Looks like she got all wet trying to fill her canteen. They're just finishing up the river clue. Come on, let's yell down to them.
Hey, you guys! Hey, down there! You! We were at the river hours ago. What's keeping you? Hey, you down there in the valley! Oh, no! Look who's ahead of us!
Oh, no! I knew it!
Hey, wait a second. Did they say valley?
Yes, I believe so. To quote them precisely, they said, "Hey, you down there in the valley, we were at the river hours ago. What's keeping you?"
You know what? I think they just solved this third riddle for us. Listen to this. Lower than the ground around, dipping low these can be found.
You think it's supposed to be a valley?
I sure do. It's lower than the ground around it, like between hills and along rivers. What else could it be?
Yeah, our farm is along the Platte River near Kearney, and it's considered to be in a valley because the land gently slopes down to the river from higher ground around it. In fact, I guess that's some of the best soil Nebraska has, in valleys along the rivers.
Well then, let's take a sample of some of this gorgeous rich soil back with us, so we can be rich too when we win the prize, whatever that is.
I'll bet you those guys have to come all the way back down here to get theirs. Ha!
You're probably right, because it looks like the second clue is a hill. Let's be safe and look at the fourth clue on our way there. Jennifer, it's your turn.
Those guys, I'll bet it burns them to think we're ahead. That'll teach them for putting those frogs in our bunks. Oh no, look at this, you guys. We gotta go back down there to get something from the valley. That's the answer to the third clue.
We were just down there. Tricky, Mrs. Schwartz, tricky.
Hi, folks. Having fun?
You bet we are. After all, we're the Valley team, aren't we? Come on, you guys. We're going to win this one.
Oh, great. So they figured it out.
That means they're a whole riddle ahead. I've got an idea. Let's split up. Jason, you take care of this last clue while Sarah and I go get the valley dirt.
Gotcha. We'll meet at our favorite tree stump.
Right, let's split.
This'll do for evidence. What's next?
Way above the old brick gate, high and rugged, steep and straight.
Old brick gate? What could that be? I know. That tall bluff by the entrance to the camp? My dad pointed that out to me as we came in, but that's a ways off.
Bluff? What's the difference between a hill and a bluff?
Well, bluffs are steep and rugged, but hills are smooth and rolling. It's kind of hard to tell the difference here because of the trees, but in Scotts Bluff, where I come from, it's easy to see the difference. Our bluffs are rocky, so you can see how steeply they rise. I love to go up on top and look for miles out over the wide, flat plains below. Boy, you can sure tell why they say Nebraska's in the Great Plains then. You can see forever.
Yeah, this is pretty steep and high, all right. I'll go get a rock to take back with us.
Let's get the rest of the stuff out and double check whether or not we've got everything.
Okay. Let's see. I've got the soil from the valley.
Here's a pine cone from the hill.
And I've got the rock from the bluff, and the river water's right here in my canteen.
Here's a big rock from under the bluffs.
Shoot. I bet those guys are still ahead. Wait a second, is that what I think it is? It's Jennifer's canteen. She must have dropped it here.
We may make it yet. Come on, let's run.
down, kids, and show me what you've got.
The answer to the first clue is river. And here's our canteen full of river water. And some pine needles from the hill. And some dirt from the valley. And a rock from the bluff.
Very good. You answered every riddle correctly.
So we won then.
I'm afraid not. Another team beat you back.
Hi, guys. But you left your canteen.
Yes, but I brought back half the river mud on my shoes.
And since mountains are about the only physical feature we don't have here in Nebraska, Mrs. Schwartz gave us a mountain of ice cream for our prize.
Too bad, guys, but it looks as though we went hands down when it comes to physical features.
Mrs. Schwartz, you can't let those guys win. We'll never hear the end of this.
I'm sorry, kids. They won their mountain of ice cream fair and square. And they also deserve another bonus.
Oh, no. What now?
For putting frogs in people's bunks, you kids win the privilege of doing the mountain of dishes left over from lunch today.
Oh, no. Have fun, you guys. Come on, team. Let's go swimming. And don't be surprised if you find a little natural environment in your bunks tonight, guys. Ta-ta.